In today's video review, I'd like to focus on 4 of the vocabulary words that we've been talking about in our unit on genetics. Those 4 words are homozygous, which means they are the same, the genes are the same. The heterozygous, which means they are different. Phenotype is the physical appearance of the organism. And the genotype are what is actually on the genes themselves or the alleles. So let's go through a couple of examples where we can actually use these words and see how they apply in a specific example. So the first example I would like to do is having 2 mice that have the phenotype where one is black, and I'm going to cross that with another one that is white. Now, these 2 mice are true breeding, which means that their offspring will have the same phenotype as they do. And that basically means that they are homozygous. So what I'll do then is I'll represent those genotype as being a big B because black is dominant to white, and I'm going to cross that with a white mouse, and I'm going to use the lowercase b to represent those. And the easiest way to do that then is I make my Punnett Square. I put one parent on top. In this case, I'm going to put the black, so big B on top, and put the white mouse on the side, so small b. And then what happens is the big B's, or those on top, come down, and then the small b's, or those on the side, move over. So you can see, once I've crossed my black and white mouse, what I end up with are 4 black mice. So again, the black is dominant to the white, and all 4 are going to be a big B, small b. So then all of my offspring are heterozygous. So then let's go ahead and take a quick review of those terms again. So homozygous, remember, is where I have both alleles are the same. So this first cross was a homozygous cross, or a cross of 2 homozygous parents. We first look at the phenotype, or the appearance, which is, again, what it physically looks like, the phenotype. But then we looked, so, before we began the cross, we had to look at the genotype, or what the actual alleles were, because remember that these parents, had one allele, or one gene, or one of the 2 possibilities of each of those traits from their parents, which was these guys' grandparents, and so on. So those came down. And then when I crossed those, the resulting offspring were all heterozygous. Now let's take a look at what it would happen if I took 2 of those heterozygous offspring and then crossed them. So their phenotype, remember, is still black. So I'm actually crossing a black with a black, but their genotype, they were different, big B and a small b, so they were actually heterozygous. So this is actually a heterozygous cross of 2 black mice. So I put one parent on top, big B, small b, the other parent on the side, top comes down, side moves over, okay, so that ends up with 1 big B, 2 big B, small b's, and 1 small b small b. So that would be my genotypic ratio. 1 big B, 2 big B, 1 small b, small b. Now as far as my phenotypic ratio, that is going to be 3 black to 1 white. So again, these over here are my genotypes. These over here are my phenotypes. Okay, I hope this review was helpful. If you have any questions, please let me know.